it's Kristen with Create Kids Couture, and today I'm going to show you how to add a neckband onto a shirt, a knit shirt that has a round neck. So I went ahead and constructed my shirt. This is Liam's, but the same construction is for Tessa's and a lot of our other knit shirts. So I'll set that aside. Here is the neckband. I went ahead and sewed it together on the two short edges. So now what we're going to do is fold the neckband with wrong sides together so that only the right sides are on the outside. And right on the seam, I'm going to pin it together. So here we have the two raw edges at the top and the fold at the bottom. Now exactly opposite of that, I'm going to do the same thing. And mark it with the second pin. So now our neckband is divided into halves. Now we want it divided into fourths, so what we're going to do is pull it out again, match up the two pins, and that will help us mark the third point and the fourth point. So our neckband is now divided into fourths. So now we'll set that aside, and we want to do the same thing with the neck hole on the shirt. We want it to be divided into fourths as well. Now the first ones we'll mark is the center front and the center back. You can measure down, but I've found that the easiest way to do it is to fold in half and match up the seams, and just mark the center back with a pin, mark the center front with a pin, and that gives us the front and back. Now we want to do the two sides. And because it's lower in front, we can't just mark the shoulders. We have to find the actual half point. So what I like to do is I put my pins at the side, make it all even, and then bring them together. And that will give us these two far points. You just get it in there as straight as you can. If you're working with a small one, sometimes it helps to fold both directions so that you're not right on top of each other. And again, our goal here was to end up with our four pins evenly marked around that neck hole. Now we can just kind of straighten them out if they're twisted. Okay, now we have both of them marked into 4 equal points. So now I'll take the neckband again, find that seam that we sewed earlier, and that will be the back of the neck. Now we want to make sure that we're putting it on the right side of our shirt fabric. So the shirt's right side out, and we're putting it on the outside. We match up these back pins, and then put one in through all 3 layers, so it's now connected in the back. Then we match up the 2 front pins, line them up, and then the same with the side pins. All the measuring's done for us already, so we just pin those in place. Alright, now you can see that the neckband is attached evenly in 4 places, but before we sew we want to go through and add more pins in. Between each of the sections I'll go and add several pins along that neckband so that it will be nice and secure there, so that as we sew we don't have to worry about adjusting it as we go, because we have to be careful not to stretch either of the layers or it will give us puckers. So I'll go ahead and pin all the way around. Okay, now you can see that I pinned the neckband all the way around. We just want to check and make sure that it lays nice and flat, that there's no puckers or little folds on it, just that it's nice around, and you're done pinning your neckband in place. Now what you would do next is we'll take it to our sewing machine and sew with your standard seam allowance around. We'll do 3/8, and you just want to make sure you use a stretch stitch and lower your tension so that it will sew nicely without stretching or puckering. And you'll just start at one seam, go all the way around to the other. Now after that's sewn, you'll flip the neckband up and do a little top stitch around right below that seam. And that's all it takes to do your rounded neckband.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.